What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night South Stand Stories. It's your boy JT, and of course, we were all here today to talk about Leeds United versus Cardiff, the late night breakdown of events. I left you all for a few hours to sit and simmer within your thoughts, collect yourself, collect the data, and make an accurate response to it, because it's very easy to get carried away with the result. It's also very easy to get carried away in a positive way about the result. Sorry, I should have been a bit more specific there. Get carried away in a negative way and a positive way. First of all, we are going to address the positives, because that's what we like to do on this channel. Okay, we're not here to dwell on the negatives. We're not here to dwell on the bad things. We will look at the positives. The way the game was going at half-time, we were losing 2-0. Okay? Never easy to turn around a 2-0 deficit in any game. First positive. Second positive. We had to deal with adversity within the second half. We started off the second half like a house on fire. Early goal by Liam Cooper. Instantly gets injured. Our captain injured off the pitch. You have to respond from that point there. Second positive. Third. Boy, did we create the chances in that second half. We should have put them away. We showed that we can turn up the style. 10 minutes after, 5 minutes after that Cooper goal, bang, Nonto picks up the ball, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, takes on 3 players, bang, just tipped onto the crossbar by the keeper. So luckily on his part. Penalties. We should have had about 3 penalties if VAR wasn't a thing. I can't believe I'm actually sat here saying I miss VAR, but I actually do. I actually do. It actually cost us today not having VAR, because we would have had about 3 or 4 penalties in there. Somerville was getting taken down more than a hooker in the red light district. It was ridiculous. Alright, he was getting taken down to Chinatown. Somerville had a couple of big chances. Dan James even had a couple of decent chances. We had the opportunities. We brought Poveda on. We brought Gelhard on. We showed there's a little bit of depth in there. And if we can keep these attackers that we have, if we can, that is the key. Then I think we'll be alright this year. I think we'll get promoted. I think we'll win the league. But it's all about, can we keep them? The 2 main names that everyone's talking about is Sourceville and Nonto. Nonto, apparently Mancini has said, if you're not playing in a top flight, then you're not going to be able to play for Italy. That's a big thing. That's a huge factor on him, or our ability to keep him. Somerville. The man of the hour, the guy who saved us. Are we going to be able to keep him? Because today I thought he was phenomenal. I thought he was one of our best players. I thought him and Sinistero were our 2 best players. Different aspects of the game, each one shone. But Somerville is different gravy. We really need to keep him. We really do. I know Palace are looking at him. I know other clubs are looking at him. He's a young player. We have him tied down for another couple of years. Let's keep him. Let's give him some extra development. Let's play him week in, week out. Let's make him a key focal point of the side that wins the league. Then he can use that momentum into next season with us in the Premier League. Why let him go so early? We don't need to let anybody else go, and we certainly don't need to let anyone else go out on loan. Those are the positives. If we can keep those attackers, I know in the first half we struggled to create things, then we will be alright if we can keep them. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. First of all, we looked so comfortable in that game. So wildly comfortable, which is the reason I say if we keep some of these high quality players, we'll be alright. Because you could see the golfing class between Leeds and Cardiff. It was massive. They literally looked like a team that are a league below us. We look like a Premier League versus a Championship side, or a Championship versus a League One side. And I know there's going to be tougher tests to play than Cardiff. But they were nowhere near us today. But they still managed to get a point. They still managed to score 2 goals against you. Our defence is fucking awful, if I'm honest with you. It's awful. It is disgracefully bad. I mean, our positional awareness over there. Ray Charles has a better positional awareness than Luke Ayling. The guy commits his wife and kids to every single attack, and then he looks behind him, and then he realises, oh, there's a man behind me. I need to get back to that one. I need to get back and stop him from walking through on goal. Turns out by the time he realises, it's too late. The other guy is in his head rent-free, he's in our box rent-free, and he's usually causing or scoring the goal, which is exactly what happened for both the goals, and they were against the run of play. They were the only opportunities that Cardiff had. There was a point in the game for 10 minutes where Leeds literally had 86% possession. Come on. How's a side with 14% possession winning 2-1 at that point? How? How do we have to plug it out in the last minute of the game? Our defence needs serious work, especially with Cooper injured now. We need 2 centre-halves, in my opinion. We need a right... Cody Drama should be playing there. We need a left-back. But key, 2 centre-halves. Then a left-back, if Firpo's not fit. Because I can't lie to you, Sam Byram came on at left-back. Hjeld played at left-back. Neither of which were impressive. I think we need a midfielder. A central midfielder, so that Ethan Ampadu can either slot into centre-back, or if we get an injury within the midfield, that one of them can slot in. And I think we need a number 9. Those are my 4 signings I've made. Just 4. 4 high-quality signings if we can get them. 2 centre-halves. I don't know why the hell we let Voba go. Should have kept him. Now we need 2 centre-halves, a central midfielder, and a striker. And if we can keep everyone else around them, then we'll be fine. If we start selling more players, then it could be a messy situation for us because we've got so many injuries. Everything is going up Pete Tong right now. And it is a really hard position to be in, especially with someone like Somerville now going to be in the shop window after scoring in the last minute of the game. We're going to be in a dangerous situation if we can't keep hold of these players. We're going to have to sign even more. So let's keep hold of the good ones, the key ones first of all, and then bolster it up by signing some players around them. We really need to do that. And if you slide Rutter into the ranks, who knows, we could have a really tasty attack next season for the championship. Come on. That is basically the same attack almost that we were using in the Premier League. If we use that in the championship, come on. If we can keep these players, our attack is different gravy personnel-wise. Yeah, we don't have a creative player to pluck it out. We don't have the system that allows these players to create the chances. But if you're just talking about individual talent that we have, everything we did today didn't come from beautiful 1-2 incisive passes. It came from individual talent. And that's something that Leeds have lacked for years. And finally we have it. Wilfred Gnonto almost got a goal with a beautiful touch. A beautiful piece of skill to take it around 3 players. Bang, almost got a goal. Somerville's goal. An absolute half chance. And a way he manages to slice that in beautifully. And what did that come from as well? It came from Sinistera. Great Cruyff turn. Opens up space, darts inside, has a shot, gets a lucky deflection. All of it came from individual skill, and we have that. And if we just build on that, oh, there could be some magic there. But we do need to work on the key problems. First of all, our defence is fucking horrendous. Second of all, we should not be dropping points to Cardiff. And the only thing I would say to criticise Somerville, and I don't know why he did it, maybe it's because he thinks he's going or whatever. I don't know the reason, because I know he had a message on his shirt and everything as well. But a lot of the players as well, 95th minute equaliser, it's great. I'm happy, you're happy, the fans are happy, the players happy. Knock yourself out. Why are you knee sliding in front of the fans and celebrating that long? It's Cardiff. And you're against the run of play drawing 2-2. You still have a minute left. For me, you call me traditional, you call me old school, whatever. Even though I'm 22. But you get that ball and you take it back to the centre spot. And you start again. You try and get the 3rd goal. If anything, after that goal, Cardiff looked to be the only one in insurgency, and I only saw 2 players that looked like they had some sort of real desire to try and steal a last-minute winner as well. And under Bielsa, that's exactly what we would have done. There's no way we would have been fucking around in the corner flag. Do you remember that season where we conceded against Blackburn? We were drawing the entire game. We conceded a 91st minute winner from Blackburn from a free kick. And then 1 minute later, Roof scores an equaliser in like the 92nd, 93rd minute. 2 minutes later, we go forward again, gung-ho, completely pressing them at the jugular. And we get a second, and we win 2-1. That's what we should have done today. We should have at least tried. And the only player I saw that went over to them and pushed them away and tried to stop them celebrating, it wasn't Gnonto. Gnonto came running on and hugging him as well. It was Archie Gray. Archie Gray was the only one basically like, come on, we've still got a game to play here. Still got 3 points to win. Why is Archie Gray at 17 years old the only one saying that to you? Surely. And Meligay looked like he had a bit of urgency as well. But for me, nitpicking, yes, but that annoyed me a little bit. And it took me out of the celebration because they were celebrating so hard. It took me away from the celebration because it's Cardiff and it's your first game of the season and it's the championship. You need points, you need points, you need points. You should be going for the win personally. But let me know what you guys think anyway. Am I going crazy about that? Am I making a big thing out of nothing? Please let me know what you guys have to think down in the comment section down below. But for now, onward and upwards for Leeds. Hopefully we can make some big signings. There'll be some more South Stand signings coming this week. Hopefully to discuss some big moves made by Leeds. But for now, I will see you all very soon. Out of war, my brothers and my sisters.